got to go find the sleeping people. Here they are.
If I come up with an idea and people say it sounds a little bit crazy, then it's the right idea.
Einstein had a crazy idea about time. He thought that the faster you moved, the slower time would pass. An idea that Rickey was going to put to the test.
So we're in downtown San Francisco right now. I came up with this crazy idea last year to put together a running trip on a bus and see a whole lot of the western United States in as short amount of time as possible. San Francisco, Yosemite, Zion, the Grand Canyon, Las Vegas, the Big Sur Coast, and back to San Francisco. 7 days, 6 nights, 24 of my closest running buddies. And to piece all of those pieces together requires a lot of things, if not everything, going right.
Rickey is no stranger to leading tours, but it was impossible to know if this group knew exactly what they were about to get into.
I really can't believe that you guys signed up for this. This is it. This is the start of Bus Run Bus. Look at all these idiots. And then we're gonna go for a really fun run here in the city, 12 miles around the tip of the peninsula, hit some of the most iconic parts of the city.
They say there's something in the water that got them all acting so crazy. Yeah, if you want it better, listen carefully. We don't go running if you wanna know what we need.
We're at Baker Beach. I think we've got a naked dude. I think I've lost half the group. Possibly more.
We know that we can do it better.
And then cruise back to the city, load up on the bus around 9 o'clock, and then hurdle ourselves through the night and wake up in Yosemite for a big long day of running there.
Who wants to be up high? No, I fall off of tall things. I'm staying low.
This was not going to be a cruise. This was going to be a bus full of smelly runners, sleeping 6 inches apart for 1 week. What could go wrong? It's a bizarre thing to wake up somewhere completely new, especially next to a busload of strangers you only met the day before. This group contains people from all over the world: Canada, Mexico, Germany. It seemed like the only thing they had in common was trail running and a giant green bus.
We are in Yosemite Valley and it's 9:15 a.m. and we have to be there by 8 p.m. or the bus leaves without us.
There was no set path, so the runners just scattered at their own pace.
So the colors are starting to pop. It's just magnificent. It also seems to be the time of day when if you're still running now, you're often trying to make some cutoff or beat sunset or get home before people get worried. And we're maybe on a bit of that. Well, we're trying to figure out, is the bus late or are we lost? I was starting to plan what tree we would curl up under.
Surprisingly, everyone made it back on time, so they slept as the bus headed the 491 miles to the next location.
Yeah.
Today, all the paces and personalities were going to be running as a group, so for Rickey, it was time to count.
Uy, caramba! Woo!
I'm gonna point out our route. We're going, this is the only complicated part.
We were all on the same run, but it seemed like everybody measured it differently. Seconds, steps, hours, missing runners.
So that's been 2, 4, 6, 8, 11, 12, 9, 10.
We were now headed to run in the two most anticipated parks of the trip, Zion and the Grand Canyon. Unless, of course, anything went wrong.
We have been instructed that we are not allowed to run here based on our permit. Can't film here. That's against our permit as well. No running, no filming, no photographs. Actually,
on closer inspection, the permit said nothing about scrambling or sketching. So our group left our running ambitions back at the bus and headed off into the park to explore at a slightly different pace. It's funny, standing still, even just for a second, can help you feel the movement all around you. And so this small group of runners found themselves just standing, connecting in canyons that were millions of years old, and so big they could be seen from space. After 2 days in these grounding places, Rickey decided to head somewhere a little bit different.
we are pulling by the old school Las Vegas, moving towards the new school Las Vegas. We'll be meeting at midnight, so that gives you 5 hours to get in and out of jail.
The chaos of Las Vegas would be the real test if this group could stick together. Of course, Rickey lost the entire group in about 5 minutes and spent the next 5 hours trying to track them down.
I was tempted by your smile. I was
Light switch for the Arco sign.
and for a little while I was certain that I will be the one to change you and you will be mine. You will be mine.
We woke up in the forest, 47 miles outside of Las Vegas.
Everything's going pretty well so far. People seem to be having a good time.
It's not where you would expect an epiphany, but Rickey made some good points inside of that log.
We just spent half the night in Vegas and half the night on the bus on the mountainside. And now we're gonna cook some breakfast and then hopefully everybody goes and runs up this mountain behind us.
The fun this group had didn't make time feel any faster or slower. It just made time disappear.
Tune in and out forever.
Shotgun next to you. Fireflies wander by over the thunder. High on blues over yonder. Wish upon the glow like the Milky Way shows. Orion, way above. Lullabies linger, a solo tune.
Getting everything cleaned up. We're about 5 miles from our last run, 180 miles from San Francisco.
So we have to leave, and it's very sad. Because now we have to go back to our JOBs, which are not running, and that sucks.
This really wasn't much of an experiment to start with, but it's hard to tell what happened to time on a trip like this.
1, 2, 3. Ah! That was our last one. Last photo of the trip.
It was an amazing experience.
Very adventurous. Almost too adventurous.
Can we do this again?
We just dropped off 25 bus run bussers in downtown San Francisco. The bus drove away, and now we're back on our feet, for better or worse.
Maybe we shouldn't be measuring life in time, but instead by the people we spend that time with. And of course, in the crazy ideas we can fit in.